Hi, Paul Hefty here with the Triangle O football system. I want to talk about multiple tight end sets. This is where we're going to bring in a second or third tight end to replace a wide receiver. Note here, we're going to use the same formation calls and rules. We'll just use these animal names, tiger, elephant, jaguar, and rhino here to the left, with signals from the sideline to go ahead and make personnel substitutions, but keep the terminology the same. So with that, we can use our same core RPO concepts. We can run them from 2x2 or 3x1. We just have the tight ends, the extra tight ends adjust the stem of their routes if they're running an RPO now route to replace that receiver, or we can use a bongo signal tag or call and have that extra tight end actually block the read key defender. Let's take a look. All right, our first two tight end set we'll do out of a 2x2, which is our duo right call, same as always. We just use a tiger verbal call on the sidelines, and then the signal is both arms and fists just straight upward. Once the players see that, then we know we've got a second tight end, which we call the T receiver now, replacing the X receiver when we go tiger. You can see on the left now that T is going to be a tight end with a traditional three-point stance, and then the H-back now will be winged off and over him. You can do this where you align him inside over the tackle like your normal alignment, but I prefer the wing adjustment. I think it puts more strain on the defense. When we go 3x1, we still use our same trio call. We just yell tiger first, again with the arms and fists straight up in the air. So now the X comes out, the second tight end or the T receiver now comes in, and you can see we're in our normal 3x1 set to the right. Tight end or the T using his three-point traditional tight end stance. Second one is now elephant, where we're going to have a tight end replace the Z receiver. You can see here to the right now the Z is out, and now the E is in that traditional three-point stance. Everyone else is in their normal alignments, 2x2 set. The signal here now is both arms with their fists straight out to the sides extended. That's elephant. So once we give that, the Z knows he's out, and we've got that second tight end coming in to the call side here, duo right. We go 3x1, same exact thing. Z is out, E is in, and you can see the H comes over. Again, I like him winged outside and off of that second tight end, but you can choose to have him inside over and off the tackle in his normal alignment if you prefer. Third one is Jaguar, and this is probably the easiest to teach and the most flexibility. Our varsity here at State College High uses this quite a bit. The reason for that is we're going to have now the second tight end, which we call our J, is going to replace the A receiver, and we're still in our duo right, but you can see we're going to get a double H-back type formation where you have the ability to run everything in the system both towards the H or away from the H, because you've got one to each side. Again, here with the stance, now the J will use his traditional H-back, tailback, two-point stance like normal. When we go to 3x1, this is a unique way to stress the defensive front. Again, the J now is going to be just outside the H-back's alignment, and we're going to have two of those H-backs right next to each other, both using their two-point tailback stance. Creates confusion for the front, and again, like I said, our varsity runs this quite a bit with a lot of success. All right, last set is going to be a three tight end personnel grouping called RHINO. We'll do our 2x2 or duo right here. Signal is with both arms and fist upward, arms upward with them crossed, with those forearms crossed above the head. Now what's going to happen is we're going to bring in the T to replace the X, and we're going to bring in the E to replace the Z, the two ends. So you can see now we're going to have a double tight end. They're both in that traditional three-point stance. We'll have the H-back when we go duo right in a wing alignment, As I said before, you can decide to have him outside that tight end T or inside. It's up to you. And the A then is flexed out over the hash to the right. When we go 3 by 1, same thing. We're going to bring in those second and third tight ends as the T and the E, so we're in a double tight end. Now the H will come towards the call with a trio right call, and we're going to have him winged off that end, and we've got the A again flexed out as a flanker. Simple sound ways to use your personnel, and again, what you want to do is determine if you're going to have them block the read key using the bongo signal, or just keep it as normal and have that extra tight end run the RPO route that the receiver would be running. Obviously, they need to adjust the stem of the route so that they get in the same space to conflict that defender's run pass coverage. Thanks.